Alright everyone, welcome back to part 6 of the Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights All Monster Token Speedrun tutorial. This is the advanced route, and so if you haven't caught parts 1 through 5, probably a lot of the things I'll be saying to you in this video will not make sense, so you might want to go back and watch those if you haven't caught those. But let's just get going. So in this video we're going to cover from Fishy all the way to the end of the game. Now that we just got out of wreck, we're going to be going into Fishy, and how we're going to do that is we're going to do Galoshes Skip. And basically how we do that is we just jump on this barrel, because we don't have the galoshes right now because we didn't fight Black Knight. So we just jump on this barrel, and then we're basically angling Scooby like more towards this window that you see in the back. And then if you aim him towards the window and then roll off the barrel from like the back side of the barrel, you should just be able to jump straight up. So again, we're just kind of rolling across the barrel and jumping all the way up. If you don't roll and you just jump from barrel on top, you don't really get it. You might be able to get it if you finagle it, but generally you just want to roll over so you get up to this wall, and then we just drop in right into Fishy 1, where we're going to do something very different from the beginner tutorial and how we acquire this token. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a skid jump. So we're just going to kind of just make our way through. First have a Fishy 1, and then we're going to make it down here, and then we're going to do the skid jump all the way to the top, and then get the token and pause storage. So let's quantify that a little bit more. So again, we're just kind of jumping through here, using the momentum from these treadmills to kind of just push us forward. Getting some snacks along our way here. And then I'm gonna pause the game down here. Well, not pause the game, but so what we're going to do is basically we're going to do a skid jump. And I like lining up the skid jump basically from anywhere around here. I think this double pole in between these two poles is a good angle, because you can kind of just hold in between the down notch and the down right notch. So in between down and down right. And let me kill this guy. You can hold in between the down and the down right notch when you jump and initiate your dash, and then you can pretty reliably get there. But regardless of where you go, how you want to hit this trampoline is basically holding in between the down and the down right notch, because if you're straight down, you have a option of hitting your head on that thing. I'm trying to show it. See if I can show it. If you just hold straight down onto this thing, well, you can hit your head there. I can't really show it, but essentially what we want to do here is I just want to basically show that basically as soon as we hit the trampoline, we're going from like down, right, anywhere around there, and then we're going to immediately go directly to the right notch. So just roll directly to the right. And then basically how we want to do this is that I like releasing the R button as soon as I get the hit confirmation on the trampoline. So as soon as I go up in the air, I basically roll to the right and I release the R button, but I'm holding the B button. And then you will actually release the B button when you want to initiate your skid. So normally like you initiate the skid by releasing the R button, but if you're dashing, the skid goes through when you release the B button, since you already had the R button enabled, right? So as soon as you hit up into the air and you start moving to the right, release the R button, and then you're going to hold the B button down until your vision is blocked by a piece of the wall. I'll show it to you in a second, but when you see that piece of the wall come up, you can go ahead and release the B button, and then like do the skid jump, do like a pretty slow double jump, and just make sure you get like max length and you don't hit your head on the ceiling. So let's go ahead and show that. So again, try to line this up. So let's see if I can do this. So here, this thing on the wall here, this is what I was talking about when this obstructs your vision. This is when you want to be sure that you have released both the R and the B button. Again, your R button should already be released, so just release the B button. Make sure you're not holding anything. So the only thing you are holding is the right direction on the control stick, and then you're going to initiate your jump after you start to skid. So I'm going to see if I can just do it while unpausing. Okay, that was a little hard, but that's when you want to release. So let's try to show it again. Again, you see I released the B button there, and then you should make it up. It was a little early there. And basically, if you don't get far enough over, generally you're too early, and then If you are too late, it's going to look something like this, where you're too low, right? So if you're not far enough over to the right, you're too early, and if you're basically going underneath the floorboard, you're too late. So again, basically that middle portion is when you want to go. I'll try to buffer it again. Oop. Oh my god. It's a little unwieldy to B-dash on here. Oh, also to B-dash, since this is a slippery slope, we can't B-dash, so just jump and then B. So you have to jump before you initiate your B-dash. But again, you see here, you see this, you want to initiate your dash when you're kind of like around this like middle section on the wall. Like this middle section on the wall here, how like there's kind of a pattern here where there's like this like vertical pillar on the left side, and basically like the second one you see, because there's one over here, the second one you see, you want to initiate your skid jump on. Just watch the wall this time. Okay, that was what I was talking about when you can knock your head. Again, we're kind of like on that second vertical thing that you see there, and just basically like as soon as you start feeling Scooby to travel, as soon as you feel Scooby start to travel down, once your vision is blocked, you basically want to initiate your jump. Basically at the apex of the trampoline thing. So basically like if I were to do this, that's where I'm initiating the jump, at the max height of the dash. So again, you're gonna jump, gonna hold down into this, release the B button, and then if you're not far enough over, like I was there, you can super smash, and then you can get up here and get the token like that. But again, I'll just show it one more time. And then you can make it up your way on up, and then that is Fishy 1 skid jump, and then we can initiate and do another pause storage here. In this pause storage, we're just going up to left 1. We're just going right back into shock 1 instead of having to death abuse off that tar monster. We can just pause storage and save a couple seconds there. And then we're just going to B-dash, super smash this thing, and go right back into Pier 2. And then we're going to do, again, something different from the beginner tutorial, where we're actually not going to initiate the void warp. We're instead going to just float across this level and get to the other side. How we're going to do that, we're just going to jump up here, and then from the very top of this pole, we're going to jump across in between the down right and kind of like down notch, like all around that area. I kind of like to wiggle a lot while I'm doing this one, but just make sure between like the down right and the right notch, actually, excuse me. So in between the down right and the right notch is where you want to hold, and then you want to super smash onto that mast. So again, when you make it your way up here, just make sure you're at the very top, because if you're slightly lower on the pole, let's say like, let's say you're like here, and then you initiate the run off and jump, I'm gonna be too low here, and I won't be able to make it. Right, so you want to make sure that you're at the very top of this curve on the light post before you jump off. Again, in between down right and right, and then initiate your super smash to extend your distance, so you can super smash on top of that. And then we're simply just going to float across the tar into the door. So I'll show one more time. Generally, you're high enough. If your head, you see where my head and the snack is, I'm really close to that snack. So if my head is close to that snack, you will get it. And then basically if your head is a bit lower, so you see I'm not close to that snack at all, there's no shot in hell I get this, right? So yeah, that's you can use that first snack in that arc to tell when you're going to get it or not. Obviously it doesn't really matter, because if you're not getting it, you're dead regardless, and you have to start over again. But it's an option. Okay, it's how you can measure it, I guess. Even though you can't, there's like no backup for it, right? You're just kind of like rolled. But we're just gonna make our way on up here and just kind of make our way into Fishy 4. Fishy 4, we're just going to go get this token. Just be sure to hold left or up left. I like holding in between the up left and the left notch. Single jump here. And then basically, like, once you get here, I like to single jump, double jump, and then load up to this, and then we're going to do another pause storage, and this time we're going to creepy 3. All right, and then from here, this is actually a little bit of a complicated menuing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 3 times to the map, and we want to initiate the pause storage at the top as soon as you hit the token, because we're actually going to fall down into those snacks, which I'll show you. But what I like to do is open the map, go into quick game, the quick game menu, go up and then over to Lighthouse Fright House, because here we're going to go back up to no, because we're on quick game yes. We'll quit the game, obviously see, look, I quit the game. So what we're going to do is basically like once we get over here, so we have to go down, we go down, right, up, and then we go back over here to secret passages, go in, go left, down twice to map, and then scroll back up to creepy 3. And then from here we should be good to go. And then you'll see once I warp, I fall down and I collect those snacks on my way down. And then there's a cycle here in creepy 3 where we're gonna try to get past these hooks. So normally you can go up through here, just stutter here, and then make your way on through just like that. That hook cycle is easier than the first hook cycle, so just don't worry about that one too much. You have a bit more of a window there. All right, so I'm on a different save, so just when you spawn in here, just go like this, and then you're basically going to want to go in here, and then hit this magnifying glass, and then do RBS as per usual. I have bats in here, unfortunately, because on this save file I have the soap. So what we're going to do RBS, so we're just going to walk on this box, jump, fall slightly down on that ledge, and then jump all the way up. You can do this with, you won't have bats in here, so you won't have to deal with these guys, don't worry. I just have the soap on the save file. But again, just jump on this wall, slightly fall down, and then make your way up. It's a bit easier with Umbrella, so I'm not going to linger over too often, and then we're going to go straight into Lab 1. And here in Lab 1, we're just going to do a simple float up to the top, and then depending on your snack count, you're going to do some different things. I have a pretty good snack count. Your mileage may vary, but essentially, we want to just go over here and super smash to this, and you only want to collect this right snack box if your snack count is pretty low. So I'm going to cut here to when I calculate this out in my head. Haha. All right, so essentially from here on this platform, you only want to collect this snack box if you're at 820 snacks. If you're at 825 or higher, you can ignore this one and you can keep going. Ideally, you want to have 835. 835 is the quote-unquote perfect snack count. And I'll show you why as we go through here, but we're just going to go to the bottom side of Lab 1 and enter through Lab 2, and we're going to do Lito Skip. Again, Lito Skip out and back, double jump, and then we're going to float across to this piece on the wall here. And then we're going to just jump up to the 850 gate. I'll show it one more time. Out and back, and then just jump over here. And then we're going to make it to the 850 gate. I'm just going to kill this guy because he's going to be in our way because I'm on a different cycle. But normally he's going to be standing around here. So whenever you land, you're just going to want to land and then move your head like that and go around him. And then if you have 825 snacks in the lab, you're going to want to double jump up here and collect this snack box. But if you are at 830 or higher, you can ignore this one. And then so basically you get the one in Lab 1 if you're at 820, you get the one here if you're at 825, and then if you are at 830, you're going to dash down here and you're going to get this box if you're at 830. Okay, since I'm at 835, 835 is the perfect snack count because you get this box and you get a 10 up in what we're going to do next, and then the next level there's 5 on your way to the token. So we get 15 guaranteed, and we don't have to go out of our way at all. But again, then we're just going to basically make our way over here, and then we're going to basically do a little wall climb like this on these ledges along the wall. There's kind of multiple ledges along this wall, and they're a little finicky. We're going to do like that. If you have like 834 or something, you can get like an extra snack around here until you're at 840. And then what we're going to do is that this button is not normally pressed down, but it is on this file, so just ignore that. But you press that, you come over here, there's going to be little lightning zaps here, and basically I like to roll into this button because it's a bit annoying. Let me kill this guy. It's a bit annoying to, buttons in this game are very weird, so I like to do a very short ground pound, and then I like to kind of roll into it like that, and that should let you hit that, and then from that button you're going to want to jump up here, and then we're going to do lab 3 skip, or lab 3 like top side, enter early, lab 2 skip. I don't know what we call this really, but what we do is we jump on this barrel, and then we just jump up this wall here, up to this platform that you just sent up, and then from here we're going to jump on this ledge on this wall, which is the worst ledge of all time, and I hate it, and I always get rolled by it, as you can see. And then we're just going to jump on this platform, and then fall to the ground. Okay, let's try this again. All right, and then you're going to get to the top of lab 3 like this. So let's quantify that a bit more. So basically, once you're up here on this railing, you're just going to jump twice, and you're going to land on this barrel. I like landing basically, wait for that skin, basically in between this curvature and this curvature. So basically along this edge left side of this barrel, and then you're going to want to just scale this wall. These ledges are really wonky, and I cannot get the consistent to save my life. This is also a very new trick, so once I understand it more, I might be able to explain it better in the future, but you're basically just going to scale up the wall. So I like to jump basically along this seam along the wall, basically all over here. In between both of these buttons, I like to basically go right in between. So like kind of on the left side of this seam, like right here. So basically all along this wall, I like to jump up. I find those ledges to be a bit better. Sometimes I like to, and then I also kind of like to jump on kind of more right here and then slightly move to the left as I go up, just because it's a bit easier for ledges. But these ledges are just kind of cringe as hell, I'm not going to lie. So I'll just show it a couple more times. And again, they're kind of just all over the place, I'm not going to lie to you. But this method was found it was literally found, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that, by Mortal. So we don't know too much about how to do this trick. It's just kind of like, right now I'm just kind of doing it and then just like praying that I like make it up here. And then like that. So let's talk about the top side, because I do know how to explain the top side. And then basically once you're up here, I like to kind of, you're going to aim basically all over this area along the wall. That is where the ledge is. I kind of like to jump into it and then like kind of move to the right. Kind of jump into the wall and then move my, to the right. I kind of like to flick to the right there. It makes that ledge a little bit more consistent. It's kind of cringe though, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of times where I just like don't hit that ledge. And then basically once you get up here, on this, we're going to jump across this pole, and how we do that is I like to jump out, and then I hold direct left onto this portion of the wall, and then basically you want to jump off of that, so jump out and then back, and you're basically just going to jump around this. So I kind of like to go down right and then kind of go back to straight left along this wall, and then you're going to want to fall slightly down in order to hit the snack box on your way down. So let's try to just show that again. Again, we'll flick to the right there, and then sometimes you can not hit that, and then if you're not comfortable with just floating over here, you can super smash and just basically guarantee your thing there. And you could also oh shit, I just didn't press the A button. You can also you can also replace the snack box with something else, but since it's so fast and it's on your way, it's just really fast to just fall into it and then collect the box on your way to lab 3. I'm kind of just trolling this level, I'm not gonna lie right now. Dude, why am I so bad? There we go. Jesus Christ, I can't hit that to save my life apparently today. But, alright, let's just show it in one fell swoop. And then get on up like that. Again, the ledges along the wall are pretty cringe. I'm not going to lie. They're just very, very finicky. I don't have the greatest way of explaining them right now. It's just kind of like the Geronimo token ledges, except that I don't know exactly where they are right now. So that one's going to be very much a feeler, and just you kind of have to just react in the same way that you react to the Geronimo token ledges, where you have to basically predictively jump where you're going to land, because you don't have enough time along the wall to climb. So you kind of have to know when you're going to land on the ledges and then jump up. I literally just learned this like yesterday. So I will have individual trick videos coming up shortly if you're watching this on release. So just pay attention to the playlist, because the playlist will be updated with the individual like advanced tricks like Fishy 1 strats, Pier 2 float skip, fucking anything and everything. This strat will also be on there, so just keep your eyes peeled. I will make more in-depth trick videos on that if you still can't get it. And if you also can't get it, there is another method of getting up here, which I do think is easier, so I guess it's kind of worth showing. It's slower, but basically what you do is after you hit the button, I'll just show this here. Oh my god, there we go. You do a wall climb up here, and then basically you go down, you climb up along this wall, and then you float across, and then you get here, and then you do the trick as usual. That side can be a bit easier to do, but this whole Lab 2 skip is just a really big testament of how well can you move Scooby, and if you can move Scooby very well, you're gonna get the trick. But after you get that, luckily there's only one more thing that stands in your way between you and a PB, or at least this should be the last thing that you're going to potentially mess up, and that is Lab 3. So we enter Lab 3 at the top because, again, there's no cutscene here, and then we can collect these 5 snacks, and then we can double jump to the token, and then as soon as we get the token, we do the final pause storage of the run. Hog. And then this one is very easy, similar to the Fishy 1-1, up to right 1, back to the lava horrors, bam. And then if you hit this final pause storage, you can no longer reset, and you've pretty much tapped in your run. I like to basically go straight left around that guy, and then get 850 snacks, and then make your way through. Again, if you're under 815 snacks, you might want to route in some more snacks if you can't get it. I would not recommend it, obviously. I would just try to collect the snacks better forehead. You want to have 820 once you do the float up after lab 1, and if you don't have 820, generally you're under snacked, and if you have 835 is the sweet spot. That's where you exactly want to be. But also like 830 is also pretty fast, because you can get that snack box. Like when we initiate the wall climb next to the barrel, there's a snack box right next to you. It'll probably take like 1 second, like half a second to get, right? Also a very fast snack box. So honestly, if you're 830 or higher, good snack collecting. And then basically you have those other 2 snack boxes you can replace. The one above the bridge on the 850 snack gate bridge, and the one to the right of the button. And then if you're even lower than that, if you're 5 lower, like 815, you can get the one to the left on the lab button. You can get to the one on the left, but you'll just have to collect more snacks if you're even lower than that. I'm not going to go into all the potential snacks that you can collect. You'll just figure that out, LMAO. If you're on the advanced route, you should know where all the snacks are in the game and generally have a feel for what's fastest anyway. But yeah, and then we're gonna just make our way, and we're going to do Mastermind now. From this point, if you're on the beginner route, nothing changes. From the beginner route, we're doing the exact same thing in the late game, so you can go ahead and click off if you want. But for the rest of you, I will just complete the run and show you what to do. So basically, you're just gonna dash over here, up left, and just go into the gate like this. I kind of like to aim a bit more left and then do like a little rolling motion to get past this door, and we're just gonna clip through, and that shark room skip again, up left on the D-pad, and just kind of do a rolling motion. If you're kind of vibrating along the wall, just walk out of it and then attempt it again. Because if you're doing a very weird vibrating thing, you're just not going to be able to go through the door. We're just going to skip that cutscene, jump across, skip this cutscene, upright on the D-pad, and clip through this wall here. You can get stuck there. Generally, you won't, but just be sure to go upright on the D-pad, B-dash, and release the R button through that wall. Normally, you're just going to clip through. And then hit both of those buttons, and then clear this first wave of enemies. And then what we're going to do is do phase 3 skip, and how that works is that we basically just hit this button, and then we're going to wait 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hit this button, and then we're going to go back over, and then B-dash into this button. Important thing to note is that you can hit it a bit earlier. I kind of like to press B on 4.5, and then that just makes the button come out a bit sooner. I don't have my live split with me, so it's kind of hard to tell. 2, 3, 4, and you can kind of push this a little bit. But again, obviously you just saw that if you push it too hard like that, you don't get phase 3 skip. So generally just wait the full 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. This should work. It's just hard to do this without live split because you can see the decimal points. But you basically just hit that button. You just hit the first button, go hit the second button, wait, and then like wait 5 seconds to hit the second button, and then hit the third button once it comes back out, and you should skip phase 3. Here, I like to just hit the left guy down, and then kill the right guy late, and then knock him down again, and then kill this guy when Mastermind spawns, and then basically just make your way on over here, and just hit him into electricity, and timer starts as soon as he hits the electricity. Oh, unlucky. Bam! Alright. And then basically as soon as you hear that zappy sound, your run ends, and that is Scooby-Doo Night Around the Frights. All monster tokens. That's the advanced route. Just some quick things. I'm going to be making more tutorials for the other no CE categories of this game. Pretty much anything on the main boards I'm going to be making a tutorial for going forward. If you're watching this on release or just shortly after release, I'm going to do all the no CE categories. I'm going to do all bosses next, then any percent, and then probably NLE and Hundo. Actually, I won't do NLE because I think Cole has an NLE tutorial, but I'll do basically all bosses next, any percent after that, and then we'll maybe mess around with the warp list, cheat percent, and hundo. And those are all the tutorials I'm going to be making. But that's the end of part 6. Just keep your eye peels if you want to learn some other categories. Again, I'll probably be making individual trick videos coming out soon, doing a deeper dive into any of the tricks. So if any of these tricks that you just like don't understand and you like still can't get, those will be rolling out soon-ish if you're watching this on release, and it's going to take an even deeper dive into these tricks. I spent a good amount of time on all the tricks in this tutorial, but I will basically just go over and show every single little detail and minute thing that I adjust for while I'm doing these tricks, and try to explain that in even greater detail. These videos will probably be like 5 to 10 minutes on just like one trick alone, so they're going to be like pretty long on just one trick, but I just want to get all of my knowledge out there so that you all can learn and pick up the game in the quickest way possible and just be able to, have fun with it. That's the end of this video. Good luck with your runs. If you have any questions, don't be hesitant to drop them in the comments. I'll be looking at them. And then if you need more help, if you want one-on-one help or whatever, there's plenty of people in the Discord that would be willing to help you with certain tricks or whatever. I'm in the Discord, Mortal's in the Discord, Cole's in the Discord. I'm sure all three of us will be willing to help you if you're learning and you need some help. And there's even other people that can help you, like Harsh, or anyone in the community can really help you with a lot of these things. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your runs. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.